for you. Start over.
Go.
I already did. Everyone's hearing it.
So they're hearing go, 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 go.
Yes.
Oh, it's my fault we're late.
And now Are you fucking kidding me? My computer's frozen.
And we're starting off.
Possibly frozen. I don't know.
And we're starting off with swear words right out of the gate. Here we go. Welcome, everybody. It is Thursday, September the 25th at 7:05. And we be late. We be 5 minutes
Something
late.
like that.
Yeah, we be late today. It's my fault.
And Discord's frozen, so I can't get to the fucking link.
So what do you got to do?
Damn it. I think I've got the link. Hold on.
You.
Oh, no, that was for Rumble.
Gavin Newsom's going to
Oh, they can bite me.
Okay.
Gavin Newsom can kiss my fat, flabby ass. I don't care. I don't live in his state.
Oh.
He can't tell me what the fuck to do. I don't live there.
Oh, here we go. Oh, the channel. He's going to come after.
Fuck that motherfucker. He ain't got nothing. Hi, Arby.
Hi, Arby. How you doing? What do you mean we're too
Gavin
late?
Newsom can take a fucking flight and leave.
You're too late. I'm done. You're done with what, Arby? Us, work?
He's being a smart ass.
I know he is, but I want him to confirm. Us, work, just late in general. What's your story? Hey, Blue. Oh, yeah. Feisty.
Hi, Blue.
Yeah. Feisty is... I probably set her off in this mood, I would say.
Actually, no, you didn't. I just don't like Gavin Newsom. He can kiss my fucking ass and take a goddamn flying leap because I don't like dictators and he can't control me. What's that? My body, my choice? Yeah, fuck him.
What are you going to do with the when the Guatemalan dictator grows up?
Well, that's different because he's the dictator of Guatemala. I don't live in Guatemala, so...
Oh, okay. Well, he is going to have far-reaching fingers, you know.
He'll be fine.
Okay, I'll probably be gone when he's ready for that. Just keep him in line. You and Blue.
I can't share the link on the servers. Oh, it finally went through.
Okay.
It finally went through. Oh my God. I don't know what's going on with Discord. It won't let me onto my server or the Rex Sisters one.
Okay.
Why can't I get into those two?
I have no idea. And no, I didn't touch you.
Okay, let's try it this way. Hold on.
How's everybody doing? It's Thursday.
Got it.
You got it?
Kind of.
Sorta.
It's just my mouse has to be lined up just right. Otherwise, it ain't going to work.
You know.
And now I can't get into my channels. Why?
You need new batteries in your mouse.
No, because it's letting me in some, but not others. What the fudge is going on? Okay, and now it's letting me in. Okay, my PC is possessed. I have come to determine my computer is possessed. Plain and simple.
Or you know what they say.
God hates me.
No. It could be the user. That's all I'm saying.
No, I am clicking on where it says for the channel and the icon for the server, and it's not taking me there. I got to move my mouse to the very edge of the icon in order for it to register that it's an icon. And if my mouse is in this fraction of a pixel, it won't link to it.
And it
has nothing to do with the user. It has to do with the program.
Is it the new keyboard and mouse, though?
No. This is The frickin' Linux is acting stupid and I need to power off my PC and restart it.
Okay. Hey, Jeannie. Thank you for
I
sharing the stream. And I think I'm doing pretty good for a new beginner, don't you? I kind of
There
did.
we go.
I kind of ditched the old game, and you got me hooked on this new one. This is your fault, Jeannie from North Carolina. Anyway, it was a halfway decent day with the future dictator of Guatemala. We sang Guatemalan Sesame Street songs and threatened him with dictatorship if he didn't go to sleep. And otherwise, the guys had to work out overtime, so his mother came and got him while he was passed out sleeping peacefully for a change. And I'm working on getting him to where he can just kind of chill with me, watch a little TV, gave him a little full body massage, and then my man was gone. So, typical male. Just rub me the right way and I'll pass out. So, what can I say?
I am still struggling to see the chat. So,
Anyways, how was your
um,
day,
I
Crazy
hope you
B?
can
Oh,
see
it's
the
still
chat.
pouring down rain here. 4
Oh,
days
she
in a
can't
row,
hear me.
5 days
This
in a
is
row.
great.
Rain, rain, rain. Isn't
She
there a
can't hear
song,
me.
Make
It's
It
going to take a
Rain?
couple minutes. This
No,
is going to be
that's
fun.
can.
Today's great.
Was that Can You Make It Rain or something like that?
I would tell you, but you can't hear me.
And I don't hear Crazy Bee talking, so I'm talking to myself.
No, we
Okay,
can all hear you. You just can't
I
hear
shall
us.
return.
She's not talking to herself. She never talks to herself. We can hear it. She can't hear me, so technically, then I'm talking to myself. Except the audience can hear me, so it's all fun, right? And I can't. I don't know what is going on. Be patient with me, folks, while I'm trying to learn how to make this work. Hi,
Okay,
Dee.
so
We could hear you. You were singing, talking about a song about making it rain or something. I
yeah,
can't remember.
can
I've
you
heard
make it
something about
rain or
that, but
something?
I was thinking like Rains of Africa and it's raining, it's pouring. The old man is snoring.
There you go. So I couldn't hear you, so I think that you have that button called the bitch button, and when you just don't want to hear me or me hear you, you just hit the button, and then
No,
uh huh. Mm-hmm.
it's always you can't hear me. We can hear you perfectly fine. I was talking to you. Go watch the
I know you were. I could
replay.
see your. I could see
I was
your.
talking.
I know you were talking. I couldn't hear you. Why is that?
So why would I hit a button so you couldn't hear me? That'd be
Right.
ridiculous.
Yep. Uh huh.
What do you want about? Why is Ellen there?
That's not Ellen.
Yeah, it is. It's blonde and gay.
Go do something productive, like the dishes.
There you go.
It is open.
Oh my
And we got family
Lord,
in the
have mercy.
background. I'm hiding out in the bedroom. I even kicked the dog out and shut the bedroom door.
Okay, I
Arden.
finally got comments back.
Okay,
Whoo!
Arden. When I hear making rain, I think of the Stip Club, just saying.
Strip club.
Yeah. Huh. I don't get that reference. Am I missing
Um,
something? Oh, make it
it's
rain with the money?
yes,
Yes.
yes. Make it rain money on the strippers.
Uh huh.
Yes.
What with your dollar bills? Okay, I gotcha. Uh huh.
Well, that's if you're broke. If you got some decent money, you can be fair with your tips.
Yeah, now I can hear her, Jeannie. Yeah, now I can. The chat's a couple seconds behind the two of
I
us.
think Jeannie's quite a few moments behind. I
Okay.
think she's about 5 minutes behind us.
Uh, maybe. All right. So we got a busy show today. Quit, if the chat would quit taking up so much of our time, you know what I mean? We'd be able to get through stuff, but, they got to be carrying on all the time.
Well,
We're
they are
trying to
funny.
conduct a
At least,
show here
hey,
and it's chat, 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 chat.
you missed what Art set up on my server today.
And what just
Oh,
happened?
I don't know. It just showed me you reconnected.
It showed the screen went completely blank. I have nothing, no chat again, and no article. So I'm
But
going
at
out,
least you can
coming
hear
back
me.
in. I'm going out and coming
Yeah.
back in.
All right. Blame the chat. I know. I know. Like I said, I think we need to do an episode every other week or something where we just sit there and have a conversation with the chat because it's so much fun. I like having conversations with everybody.
I'm telling
Hi.
you. It's called the bitch button. I'm telling you, she has.
I didn't touch a
Uh
thing.
huh.
My end's half frozen.
Uh
I
huh.
can't click on the thing for music and layout. I got to do the tab button and tab over till it highlights and hit enter. I got to use my keyboard to navigate my screen.
Huh.
Otherwise, I can't get to it.
Something is amiss in River City. That's why I'm blaming the chat today. So.
Oh, you missed on my server. They got talking about repeated booster shots. And Art had fun in the chat on my server about what the booster side effects were to him. And these are all sarcasm, not even real, but
Mm-hmm.
really great. Um, his side effects.
Okay. We'll have
He
to
became a
check some of it out.
unicorn.
Yeah.
Yeah, he became a unicorn with a specific appendage attached to his head, and it was freaking hilarious.
Okay, so Art's saying if we lose control of the class, it's not the fault of the class. Fortunately, this isn't a class, so we can blame the chat. So your argument is mute, Art, and Arby, your conceding with Art is null and void. You guys lost that round. Hi, Cannabis. Good to see you. Art,
Hi, Cannabis.
don't you judge Art for being a meathead. He just spends lots of time working out. Okay.
That's the different kind of meathead right there from
Uh
what
huh.
was described in the chat
I just
earlier
read.
on my server.
Mm hmm. All right. So I see we're losing control again, Crazy B. Perhaps.
Yes.
Yeah. Then
I think we should probably just start because it's been a long day for me. If you've got some story you want to tell
nope,
about
I
how your
don't.
day's
I'm
gone,
done.
go right ahead.
Yep. Chat
I
have at it. We're
Yeah,
this is
my
basically.
day was literally stuck driving in circles.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Is the chicken almost done? Yeah.
Okay, that's then we're going on strike.
Uh huh.
Y'all
Uh,
are awesome. But yeah, I
First,
literally just
I'd
drove
like to
people to work.
hold on. First,
Go
this
ahead.
is a uh non-union.
Non-union. I was
First
just gonna
off,
say.
second off, you didn't provide adequate notification if we were union that you were going to strike. Third off, we want to
Where's the
see the
contract?
union cards and paid to date union dues that have been paid. So you guys have a lot of work ahead of you if you think you're going to pull one up on us. So just don't even go there. A smallish political streamer I followed last night, and today his chat would only donate when he wasn't on screen. This chair got like $1,200 in donations between two of them. So what do you say in Arby that we should just stream the black screen with the butterflies and not even say anything and we could make $1,200? Shit. I'm down
Or
for that.
okay, then I'm going to organize.
Show's over.
Well,
Go ahead. Good luck, Art.
uh, no respect, my authority. Oh my god, I needed that. I've had such a wild day. Like y'all wouldn't even believe. It's just been one thing after another, and it's
So
been in a
so
car all day.
basically you could be a Uber driver by now, right?
If you consider getting a flat midway through and having to make it to Dan's work so he could come with me to get the air in the tire, and about 2 minutes before we pulled up for the air, it starts downpouring torrential rain.
Who got wet?
He did, because there's no way I
But
could air up the tire when it was only at 20
well,
psi when it's supposed to be at 50 psi.
sometimes there is a God.
He put a little coat that was left in the car over his head, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's just been one of those days for all of us here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So
Blue, we kind of know a Uber driver, sort of. Perhaps could give Crazy B some pointers. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I do
All
not
right.
like driving people. So yeah, they need to get their own cars and
We can
licenses and leave me
discuss
the
all
hell
of this
alone.
more tomorrow.
And we're back.
And maybe, cause no, we're not. I gotta go and come back. You hit the bitch button again. I'll be
I
right
did
back.
not hit the bitch button
Yeah,
again.
you
I'm
did. It's not
telling you,
there.
I
Uh huh.
you can
Uh huh.
hear me. You can hear me.
La 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 la. Crazy.
I did nothing wrong.
Bullshit.
Oh, why is it always happening today? Why? Y'all cursed us in the chat, you know that, right? Art the meathead always makes sure to work out partners end up. Oh my god, stop it, Arby.
What's
I can't
Arby
even
doing?
finish reading that. I can't read this. Don't read it out loud. You'll get us kicked off of here.
Hmm.
Based on
Mm,
the appendage that was growing out of Art's head
that's
from the
fine. Just
booster. Hmm.
anybody wants to know the details, read it. If necessary, please make sure that you
Don't get us kicked off.
correct.
Arby wants to march on DC as chat.
We
I
could
think
do
that's a
that.
great idea.
Yeah, we could
I
do
keep
that.
seeing these lefties march on to Washington.
Yep.
Who's about? Oh wait, how's about chat does in protest? I don't know if that typed out right. Hi, Peter.
Hey,
We are
Peter,
having a
nice to see
day.
you.
We are having a day. Oh my god, I need a
Okay,
vacation, don't you?
I need something.
And I
Oh
went through my
wait,
last shot of
oh
Jack
wait.
last night too.
Hold on. Did I take that anti-nausea meds? Why do I still feel like I gotta throw up?
Probably not.
No, because I don't think I took them. Did I? Yes, I did. They just haven't kicked in yet.
Hmm.
So if the co-host suddenly disappears, you know she's vomiting somewhere off in the corner. Ugh.
I wish I could join you, cannabis, but it'll just lead me to a panic attack for some reason. I'm like the only oddball on the planet that gets anxiety attacks from that crap from it.
And and I'm
It
the yeah,
sucks.
and I'm the only oddball on the planet that shit doesn't do a damn thing to. In any form, in any form. Trust me, I spent a lot of money.
Oh, Art says, okay, gotta go do the dishes, listening in back, so don't blame me.
Oh yes, oh yes, we are. We have the art button too. She's got all the buttons. She's got like what the F button, the MF
You know
button.
what? I need to have the audio buttons where I just click it and it says bitch or fuck or
Uh,
whatever for me.
there you go.
But
Instead
that
of
would be easier to operate over in OBS than it is in this one. I have a hard time with this one.
mm-hmm.
But I need a bitch button in here. I think I have a bullshit button somewhere.
Right. Oh, and look at Jeannie over there with the rumble rotating and the rumble heart.
Yep.
You go, Jeannie. That looks awesome.
You ain't
Yeah,
tried
cannabis.
all my organic. Well, I'd have to come visit you, and that
Yes.
requires a road trip because it's not legal in my state.
Yes, unfortunately, Peter Q, if you missed our episode yesterday, uh well this wasn't another one. This was one that was previously who got sentenced and what he tried to do. All right, so let's get this show on the road and go from there, Crazy B. Whenever you're ready, let's hit it.
If it will
So,
let me. It
uh,
won't let me. So, there, fine. I'll do it that way, motherfucker. Sorry. I'm talking to my thing. Ignore me. Now, let's
mm-hmm.
hope it will play. Let's hope it will play. Um, maybe not. Hold on. Okay, let's see if I can get it. Oh, you bitch. It's going to do this to me today. You watch. Whoops, that's not the right button.
That
That's the right button. Hold on. I
we are.
apologize. I'm going to have to do this the hard way.
One moment, please. We are experiencing
Oh, no,
technical
we're not
difficulties.
experiencing technical
You
difficulties
didn't
because you
hit
know what?
play?
It's a YouTube video, not a freaking.
That's okay. It's
Pray for
okay.
my sanity, folks. I'm on the
Everybody,
wrong thing.
please put prayer hands in the chat for Crazy B. She needs all the help she can get today.
Yep.
I'm
So
telling
I'm
you.
going to hit play. Are you
Okay, go
ready?
for it. I'm ready.
A two-week trial, jurors find Ryan Ruth guilty of 5 federal charges, including attempted assassination of a major presidential candidate. But soon after a verdict was handed down, chaos really erupted at the courtroom. Fox's Dana Marie McNichol has the story.
It took jurors just over 2 hours to convict Ryan Ruth of trying to assassinate President Trump at his Florida golf course last year. But chaos broke out moments after that guilty verdict was read. Ruth grabbed a pen and tried to stab himself in the neck before U.S. Marshals restrained him. As he was removed, his daughter Sarah screamed, quote, "Dad, I love you. Don't do anything. I'll get you out." He didn't hurt anybody. She later followed her father's car out of the courthouse and criticized the media.
It's all y'all's fault. Lies. Spreading lies about my father.
Ruth represented himself in this case and only called 3 witnesses to testify in his defense. During closing arguments, he told the jurors he didn't intend to kill anyone that day. Quote, "It's hard for me to believe that a crime occurred if the trigger was never pulled."
Judge Cannon, she did a really good job. Number one, she was very hesitant to allow him to represent himself. During the trial, she really gave him a lot of leeway to do things that maybe a regular attorney would not be able to do for that reason, because she knew he would try to appeal.
The 59-year-old now faces a maximum of life in prison. After the verdict came down, President Trump praised the jury and prosecutors.
It was really well handled, and it's very important. You can't let things like that happen. Nothing to do with me, but a president or even a person, you can't allow that to happen. And so justice was served.
Ruth is scheduled to be sentenced on December 18th. In Fort Pierce, Dana Marie McNichol, Fox 9.
In Washington, D.C., President Trump has canceled this week's meeting with Democratic leaders as lawmakers
You
work
can
to
stop
avoid
there,
a
Crazy
government
B.
shutdown. House Republicans passed a
Alrighty.
So,
Yeah,
a pen.
a pen.
That's because it wasn't the auto pen. If he had the auto pen, it would have worked.
He just needed Biden to sign off on it.
Right. Yep.
I'm sorry, that was a bad joke, bad timing, but
Oh,
um, no, it was funny. It was
it
funny, but
was.
it's
It's
yeah.
funny. Yeah.
Oh my god. Like Arby was saying, couldn't get Trump, couldn't get himself. Losers. Hey Vanilla. Wow, how dumb can you be? The Tylenol apple didn't fall far from the tree.
Hey, Vanilla. You making rhymes up in the chat, huh?
Oh my
Did
god.
I
No,
read?
oh
Hey, wait.
god.
Did I read further up that Peter Q knew him? Is that what he
No,
said?
oh no, he know that's not what he meant. Like he didn't
Oh.
know him. He
Oh,
knows of
okay.
the person.
Because
I yeah.
I was gonna say, who do we have going? What do we got going on in the chat? Okay.
Uh, Watch he'll appeal based on ineffective assistance of counsel. He counseled
Exactly.
himself. He doesn't get that to do that then. He
Yeah,
can't use
that's
that as an excuse, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah, and I think that's why the judge gave him so much leeway that is
Uh-huh.
usually not afforded to other people. So, uh, very interesting. Training, training, training. That's
Oh
why,
my
hey,
god.
that's why you give up training all in the name of the auto pen. You just would have said it correctly
Uh
and boom, it would have been there. But
Jeannie just lost power.
lost power, you mean?
Storm overhead.
Okay.
She had a storm. She has a storm overhead. We've had storms on and off all day. Like I said, poor Danny got torrential downpoured while trying to inflate two tires that were low. So it kind of sucks.
Well, maybe he doesn't have to shower tonight, perhaps.
No, he still needs to shower. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
All right. Just
People have to
checking.
shower whether they want to or not in this house.
Right.
Oh, we finally got my son to shave the little scraggly hairs on his cheek. He's got a nice goatee line going, and his
Cool.
beard's about 2, 3 inches long already. But
Oh, wow.
he didn't need to trim it. Surprisingly, it's relatively even. His hair grows really even. However, the scragglies on his cheek had to go, and I had to
Right.
trim up by the sideburns to make it, smooth.
Right.
And but yeah, he has never shaved. His sister forced him once. He didn't do it himself, but we gave him a brief lesson, and we'll get him set up with some stuff, and he can practice. But we did not ended up not having to trim the beard. He just needed to shave, brush it out. So,
Oh,
but
that's
yeah,
great.
he up at 21, first time we actually seriously did anything to the facial hair. He wants to have that biker beard, and I'm like, fine, but you better take care of it. We'll get you the stuff you need until you start working.
Right. Exactly.
Don't know why he wants a biker beard, but he does. So,
Mm-hmm.
apparently Trump has a picture of every president on the wall. Yes, I saw that with the auto pen where Biden should have been. It was a joke he
Are
did. He did
you
a
kidding?
presidential Hall of Fame.
Oh,
Let me see if I can find that. Do one of you have the what channel was that in on the server? Oh shit. What channel was that in? Um was it in I think it was in political. I
are
think we
you
had it in
kid?
political last night.
Oh my
It
God.
was hilarious. Or
I
was that
mean,
in my general chat?
was this
Guys,
legit?
I it looks very legit. So I can't tell you one way or the other.
And I'm
I-
kicked out and got to come back.
Okay. Are you there or no? Nope, she can't hear me. Okay, where was that, guys? What channel was that in? It was on the White House Twitter, if you remember correctly. I'm trying to remember which. Oh, there it is. Found it. Found it, guys. Thank you, Arby.
conditions causing all of this difficulty.
Arby sent me
Oh,
the link to it, and here I will show it
okay.
to you. Let me show this to
Okay.
you because this is
Now,
absolutely hilarious.
was this legit or just
This
a
is
meme?
on the White House X account page.
Oh, wow.
Okay. You
Yeah,
see this? All right, let's hit
right.
play. Shows all the presidents.
Now, what do you want about?
And you get to Clinton, Bush, Obama, Trump. Zooms in. Auto pen. And then
No.
it zooms out to Trump again,
Is that what they have in the White House right now? That's funny.
supposedly.
That is a legit post.
It is a legit post from X. Yes.
You got to send that over to me, please, in the DMs.
Okay.
Oh
Arby
my.
forwarded me the link just in time.
Oh,
Oh,
that
thank
is
you, Arby.
priceless. Thank you, Arby. Oh my gosh. You can't make this stuff up, can you?
Well, it's almost as bad as the Department of Homeland Security using the Pokemon theme song with footage of the ICE agents collecting people.
Right.
Very unprofessional, but hilarious as hell.
Right. Right.
Like, I mean, it's unprofessional to boot, and I'm surprised Nintendo hasn't sued them and Pokemon hasn't sued them. But it's still funny. I can admit it's funny and totally unprofessional at the same time because it's
Look, and it got,
fucking funny.
and in one day we're at 12.1 million views. Wow.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
crazy.
Oh, you
Wow.
know what I should do? I should do this and
Yeah.
this. I'm just. It's from Nick Sorter.
Right.
Um, yeah, he got it from Margot Martin, who is
Hmm.
the official White House account special assistant to the president and communications advisor of real Donald Trump.
So we know he has a
She
sense of
posted it.
humor. Yep, he has a
The
sense of
UN
humor.
needs to go. It's so dumb. They have Islamists on the
Uh-huh.
Human Rights Council.
Yeah, we know that.
Exactly.
Yep, we know that.
Hmm.
I was hoping
We
Trump
got
would
a
get us
follow
out
from
of
a
it.
Sherry M.
Hmm.
Thank you, Sherry. Not sure much else about you because we're live. I'll check it out later. So, it's
Okay,
just
so
one of
what?
those days. But yeah, Biden's auto pen was put into the Presidential Hall of Fame. This might be just something they did temporary to make
Right,
fun of it.
right.
And, it's a lot of effort for something temporary, but I can totally see it happening.
Hmm, you know, you know what they say: a picture's worth 1,000 words. So,
Oh, yes. But did you hear about that statue of Trump and Epstein that popped up near DC at the Mall of America or something like that?
uh-uh. Yeah.
Oh, let me see if I can find it. Um, okay. Um, we'll use NPR because, they're a bunch of jackasses anyways. So,
And we like to give the left's perspective.
yep, this is a statue of Trump and Epstein holding hands, and DC is removed as fast as it appeared. It came out of nowhere. Someone dropped this off in the middle of the night, and no one knows what the heck happened. Arby says, I wonder if it was Soros paid for. Soros who paid for that.
Oh,
It's not
wow.
that big of an effort considering all the resources available to White House staffers. That's true. Um, oh, we have a Sherry M or no Cheryl M. I apologize. I read your name wrong. Oh, Tulip. Hey, Tulip. Okay, now I know your name. Tulip McGroin over on
Hey, Tulip.
Common Censored.
Yeah, Tulip, I've been trying to get in touch with you, girl. And I don't think you're on
Says still
Discord
haven't made a Discord in the
yet.
chat.
Uh-huh. I need a way to talk to you.
Email still works. I love
Mm-hmm.
email. But yeah, somebody decided to drop this off.
So this is
Their
another legit thing. A real
bronze,
statue popped up.
yes.
Wow.
Someone dropped it off. And yeah, how do you miss someone hauling this statue in and dropping it off there? How
Yeah,
does security and security cameras and people driving by not see it?
exactly.
You mean to tell me in the nation's capital, no one saw a big ass truck with a crane on it drop this sucker off because that's what it
Well,
would have taken?
it makes sense because they never did find the person that
Hold on, what was
supposedly
this made out of?
paper
Oh, it says
mache
it's a bronze painted illustration.
installation.
Oh, installation. So bronze painted means it's not metal. This could be styrofoam and made to look real. So maybe it wasn't that heavy after all. It just looks like it's marble and bronze,
Right.
but that could
Yeah.
be actually styrofoam with a good paint job on it. Now that I think about it, why should I be? Yeah, I'm kind of maybe.
Or by
Yeah,
a 3D printer or something.
yes. Art
We
says I'm a fan of carrier pigeons for communication.
yeah, we
Hey, it's
talked
better than
about
smoke
that,
signals or the Pony Express.
right? Or a long cord with 2 tin cans.
Mm-hmm. Good old Morse code.
Uh-huh. Ham radio,
Yep.
CB radio. Still have that. Still have my handle. Oh my gosh. All right.
Even if it's styrofoam, someone paid for it to be made and put there. I
Uh-huh.
agree.
Big time.
Cheryl says they likely had construction fencing around so you can't see what they're up to. That's a
Right.
possibility too, but
Right.
that means it was much more planned out than just some college kids with a
Dropping off.
pickup
Right.
truck and nothing better to do.
Well, you mentioned the cameras in the area. They never were able to come up with the supposed bomb that was planted for J6. They never found out anything
Oh
about that.
yeah, I
Remember?
know.
We never
Yeah,
heard.
that is one. I still wonder
So,
about that one sometimes.
yeah, so it's possible. So,
Hmm.
hey, here would be the thing. We'd go as the chat to Washington, D.C. to march. They wouldn't see us. They'd be like, what was that? Oh, fudge.
Oh, but
Okay.
we need to get back on target. Oh my God, that was fun. I
Mm-hmm.
like covering some fun stuff here and there. I really do. So,
All right, what's up next?
hold on one second.
I'm holding. One moment, please.
I was just carrying over that. If you want to read this, well, I grab the other link and carry it over.
Okay, I thought,
If you're able to see it, or do you
yeah,
need
I
me to
can see
enlarge
it.
it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so this was breaking news earlier today. FBI Director Kash Patel releases new details on yesterday's shooter at the ICE facility in Dallas, Texas. The suspects showed extensive pre-attack planning. He researched apps to track ICE agents. He researched ballistics, and Charlie Kirk shot video a couple days ago. He also downloaded DHS facility lists. He also notes indicate intent to terrorize ICE agents. Hopefully, this will give ICE agents real terror to think Is there a sniper with AP rounds on that roof? The corporate media? Motive still remains unknown. So again, they're indicating that this is more left wing.
Propaganda
Yeah.
attack. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, anti-ice on just one of them. That
Right.
doesn't even look like it's engraved. It looks like someone took a Sharpie to it.
Uh-huh.
But who are we to judge? Um, Democrats are the party of violence. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, we all remember they started the KKK and all that stuff.
In case anybody
So
forgot. Right, and I think
there's a lot.
we have a little longer article that we'll just cover briefly. We're not going to go through. There's a lot of articles today, and we're
Yeah.
not going to read through every single one. So, as usual, the information will be in the description below, and you'll be able to get it from there. And I do think I recall mentioning that today was Thursday, September 25th. It is now 7:46. And thank you for joining Rex Sisters. Please don't forget to like, follow, comment, share, and subscribe. This bad
All
boy,
that good stuff.
all the good stuff that will help us get our numbers. We need to get to 100 on Rumble and
I
300
believe
on.
we're at 63 or
Mm-hmm.
64 now.
And
Hold
we
on,
need,
I'll tell you.
okay, and we need 300 on YouTube, which hell might freeze over
That's going to
first.
take a bit more. Sorry.
Yeah, we won't even discuss those
Yep.
numbers.
Oh, we're at 65. We're at 65
Wow,
out of 100.
that's cool. So we're doing better on Rumble than YouTube.
On
And
YouTube, I think we're at 30 something.
yeah,
We
YouTube
are
is
at 35.
okay. That's not bad.
We gained 4 followers in the last 28 days.
That's cool.
We're
Well,
doing pretty good for just starting, really. I
yeah,
mean, if you think about it,
we just launched
it's not like we've been
in
around for 4
March,
years.
right? So just we're doing the grind, and we're still underwater. As I mentioned, we're $600+ in debt. If anybody can spare some change or a dollar, we got the Cash App up and ready to roll. With that being said, Crazy B, I think there's a little article that goes with this story.
Yes, it is. Well, no, not this exact story, was it? No, this is a
What?
similar one. Yes.
Oh,
That would be
okay.
right here.
That's right. Oh, I swear. Okay. So this was we talked yesterday that they're when their police captain or whatever his position was in charge of all the ICE facilities, he had mentioned that he had 2 other facilities that had been attacked. And here was one of the other ones that I found. And this dates back, I believe, to July. And the
2 months
FBI,
ago.
yeah, the FBI captured a former U.S. Marine Corps reservist. He was accused of shooting at ICE officers at a Texas detention center. So his name is Benjamin Hanil Song. He was arrested for allegedly shooting at ICE officers on July the 4th. Song and according to the articles, there were 14 other people were accused of ambushing the Prairie Land Detention Center, where an Alvarado police officer was shot in the neck. Song is charged with attempted murder of federal agents and discharging a firearm during a violent crime, and is linked to purchasing guns used in the attack. So
How little that heathen was.
there does seem
Oh,
to be some hold on one second. Jackal, get down.
that's fine.
Yes.
Uh-oh, it's Mr. Jekyll being misbehaved, or Miss Jekyll. Hide it. No,
Yeah,
hides the female, right?
yeah, hides the female. Yeah, get out of here. Oh my gosh, they come in one door and need to go out the other door. Why? The door just tell me why.
Because they can.
Oh, Lord help me. Oh, the kid, the dog, the baby. Wait, I already said the kid, the dog, the
The
cats.
vacation.
I'm losing my mind. All right, what do you got up next?
Mm, this is next. You have on the list.
Now, as I mentioned earlier in the week, Crazy B and I will be doing some deeper dives into Charlie Kirk's death, the memorial service, uh, the negatives and the positives on both sides. But there were two reasons for that. One, the memorial and the funeral were just this past week and weekend, and there's been so much disinformation and conspiracy theories and propaganda out there.
Flat out tabloid headline
There you
articles.
go. Probably if we picked up what the Sun, the National Enquirer, and whatever the
Yeah,
other ones
National
were.
Enquirer would be
Uh-huh.
the best description for what I'm reading. It's up
Right.
there with Bigfoot fathered my child, and now I want child support.
There you go. And so trying to provide information would, I think, do you guys a just disservice to try to get that out there. So we're holding off until probably next week sometime. And when we looked back at all the work that we have put in and realized that there are things that are so old we actually had to trash, uh, we didn't want to lose anything else. So I think tomorrow, we haven't really come up with a good title, but I was leaning towards Fucked Up Friday, but I don't know if we could get away with that as a title on YouTube.
Um, as long as I remove the letter,
Okay. Or if anybody
I
else
put
has,
in an
like,
asterisk or a something instead.
yeah. So something that we want to clean out the vault, kind of, but it tomorrow's going to be a hodgepodge of we're just going to rapid fire throw out whatever is in there. It's coming out. There's going to be no rhyme, reason, or order. Not that there is any other day, but tomorrow's going to be worse. Let's put it that way. So
Yeah.
we're going to try to and trust me, there's days worth of stuff sitting up there. So that
Yeah,
needs
we could
to be
easily do a
addressed.
straight 2 weeks maybe with all the
Mm,
stuff just there. But like I said, let me clean it up tonight. And the stuff
okay.
that's for the deep dive, I'll put aside into a
Right.
proper folder so we have just what's left.
Okay. So tomorrow will be Fucked Up Friday, unless Crazy B
Hmm.
changes the name, but that's right now what we're going with.
I
Uh,
like it. It's very
okay.
fitting.
Yeah, the way the things have been going. Now, given that this does mention Charlie Kirk's name, the reason for the bringing it to your attention is that his assassin was encountered by the police when they returned to the crime scene. Oh, yeah, frickin' Friday, that's just so blasé, Art. Everybody says frickin', friggin', whatever. Just let's call it what it is. We're calling a spade a spade.
Hey, I could write it in French and see how that goes.
Oh, you know what?
Effing
Maybe,
Friday in French.
wait, maybe France will come back and block us like they did for the funeral. The 5.5 hours, what, no, 6.5 hours we streamed or whatever.
5.5 hour live stream, and I had to go through about an hour's worth of fighting with YouTube to remove segments and mute
Yeah,
music and cover that banner because that banner offended France. And yeah,
Yeah.
long
So,
story.
yeah. Maybe it should be, fuck French Day or France Day or something like that. We'll have to think.
I could just write it in French. I don't think YouTube will notice.
Okay. No, but I'm sure the French television will be at us
Oh
again.
yeah,
Yeah.
F Friday.
Yeah.
We can do a fuck Friday, but I'll just write it in French so the
There you
YouTube
go.
doesn't notice.
Okay. Well, whatever you decide, you have
It'll be
control.
fun.
Yeah. So we'll see what develops there. All right. So if I could only.
Uh-oh. What just happened? Am I still here or is D still there? Hello? Is it me or D? I can't tell. Oh, it was D.
It was you.
Hi. Oh, it told me it was you.
Told me it was you.
Okay, that was weird. All right, so here we are. Anyways, and now she's gone again. Okay. Um, am I back? Hello?
Right. Or I
Am I
can hear
back?
you. Yes.
Okay, I don't know what's going on.
Neither do I. All right.
All right, well.
So
Oh, I know what it is. It was because of us discussing the title.
maybe.
We'll blame it on that. In the
Okay.
meantime.
All right. So, as I mentioned, this was that the assassin was encountered by the police during their return to the crime scene.
Okay.
Can we play this video, Crazy Bee, versus reading
Yeah,
it? Okay, let's
I
do that.
should be able to do that.
Okay.
Now, little did Robinson know at this point that by providing so many details, he was writing his own charging document. Robinson told his roommate that he'd been planning the assassination for more than a week, saying, "I had enough of Kirk's hatred. Some hate can't be negotiated out of. If I'm able to grab my rifle unseen, I will have left no evidence. Going to attempt to retrieve it again. Hopefully, they will have moved on."
I'm worried what my old man would do if I didn't bring back Grandpa's rifle. IDEK if it's had a serial number, but it wouldn't trace to me. I worry about prints. I had to leave it in a bush where I changed outfits. Didn't have the ability or time to bring it with. I might have to abandon it and hope they don't find prints. How the F will I explain losing it to my old man? Only thing I left was the rifle.
Crazy Bee, are you there?
Wrapped in a towel.
I'm still here.
Robinson then texted chilling.
Am I back?
You're back.
Sorry, how far back do I need to go?
Just a couple seconds.
Outfits. Didn't have the ability or time to bring it with. I might have to abandon it and hope they don't find prints. How the F will I explain losing it to my old man? Only thing I left was the rifle wrapped in a towel.
Robinson then texted chilling words saying, "Judging from today, I'd say Grandpa's gun does just fine." Now, the next day, September 11th, after seeing surveillance photos on the news, Tyler Robinson's parents came to their own horrific realization. The man who killed Charlie Kirk looked like it was their son. His mother called to ask where he was. "Homesick for 2 days," Robinson told her. Well, mother's intuition, she didn't believe him. His dad recognized the rifle that police found. It was given to his son as a gift.
Robinson again, delete this exchange. Again, Robinson, my dad wants photos of the rifle. He says Grandpa wants to know who has what. The feds released a photo of the rifle, and it is very unique. He's calling me, RN, not answering.
He eventually did answer. His parents told authorities that
sorry, hold
Robinson
on.
threatened to take his own life, but
He actually read the shorthand as RN instead of right now. Wow.
That's because he's a Tylenol baby.
No, it's because he's too old to know the shorthand that Gen X
Right.
started doing. So,
Yep.
yeah. Oh my God. I do have to laugh at that. That's funny. Grandpa's calling RN right now.
they convinced him to come over and talk about what he did. Now, later, the suspect told his roommate he'd surrender.
Robinson, I'm going to turn myself in willingly. One of my neighbors here is a deputy for the sheriff. Again, you are all I worry about, love. That came from Robinson. Roommate, I'm much more worried about you. Robinson, don't talk to the media, please. Don't take any interviews or make any comments. If any police ask you questions, ask for a lawyer and stay silent.
Now, I'm not a psychologist, but just from what we know tonight, we see a young man desperately wanting to prove himself capable of, I guess, some big accomplishment for his lover. The way he writes, his whole thought process, someone who is deeply insecure. Lots of questions, though, were raised by this text exchange, including how was the suspect able to stay near that rifle drop spot for so long, apparently without being noticed? Here with analysis of all of this is George Terwilliger, former DOJ Deputy Attorney General, who was also...
Art brought up a good point. The texts are too wordy. Kids don't write like that way.
Mm-hmm.
It makes you wonder, was it an AI-generated text like some people say it is? I don't know. But it is a good point. They are way too wordy. Thank you for the drink, Baba.
Says you.
I love you.
Says you.
My son. Let me hit play, but that is a good point to think about.
Also acting Attorney General. Also with us, Josh Ritter, Fox News contributor, criminal defense attorney. Josh, let's start with you. Now, these text messages, read by that county prosecutor, they appear to happen over the course of 2 days. Does this or would this in any way implicate the roommate? Again, we don't know when the roommate went to authorities, but what could possible charges look like here?
Well, just reading the text messages, there's an argument, I think, to be made for accessory after the fact, and which is interesting because that is nothing that was discussed during the press conference by the DA today. In fact, the DA didn't talk about anyone being under investigation or even the idea of a conspiracy theory of implication, criminal liability being used in this case. So it looks like they believe that Robinson acted alone, and that's who they intend to pursue. But you're absolutely right. When you analyze those, this person, the roommate, the romantic partner, is at least cooperating to the extent of perhaps destroying that note or destroying text messages. My belief is, though, because that roommate is cooperating, he's become a very valuable witness to the prosecution, and they intend to keep him that way.
Yeah, I mean, it just begs the question of whether there were text messages between them before this. They'll find all of this out, of course, George. Do you see an opportunity, George, before we get to the federal charges, your take on this extraordinary text chain that was read aloud today in these charging documents, all of it referenced? What's your takeaway, George?
Well, it's an amazing set of circumstances, and really one that sort of bespeaks on, sadly, Laura, the kind of culture we have today. I mean, this guy was just like totally disconnected from reality. He didn't leave a trail of breadcrumbs to his guilt. He gave a roadmap to his door through these messages and so forth. And I think Josh is right. the roommate's probably a lot more valuable to the prosecution as a witness, particularly as to events that might have occurred prior to this dastardly act.
Yeah, I mean, the idea that he was plotting, as he said in his text messages, George, for a week, and his romantic, partner knew nothing about this. He was just plotting away solo. I mean, something about this whole text exchange seems kind of phony to me. I've got to say.
I don't want to.
Yeah. I mean, some of it seems phony to me. It seems too cute by half, but.
It
Did
does,
she just
but,
say it sounds too
they'll have
cute?
to assess that.
Yes,
because,
she did.
What about that was cute?
Nothing that I can tell you. I'm not amused by it.
Oh. Oh, hold on. Arby says also don't forget the text. A unusually large number of trans people on Twitter seemed to know something was coming. The people on Discord,
Yeah.
Cheryl says, guys on talking remind me of Buzzsaw from Running Man.
Well.
Oh, the one guy?
Yeah, there's that whole issue that, and we'll be talking further about it next week, but, who knew what in the Discord, right? How many people belong to the Discord server that he potentially talked to?
And then how many were in direct messages in Discord and not in part of the group?
Right.
And again, I've heard rumor. I have not gotten a chance to confirm it. So this is only a rumor that lover furry dude, person, chick, or whatever, is on the run. But I have not been able to confirm it.
Okay.
That they decided to go into hiding or something. I don't know. But definitely something to keep in mind. But yeah. All right. She said this was sweet.
Cute.
Good job, Fox News.
Right.
Freaking idiots. All right. Do you want me to keep playing or
I
not
think
sure?
we could yeah, I'm not sure how the remaining part of how much longer is the video?
3 minutes and change. 3 minutes and change.
Just play a little bit more because I don't know specifically. We were actually going to read the article, but I didn't want to bore you with that, so hence the reason for the video. Go ahead and hit play and we'll kind of go from there.
Art says the difference between knowing what he said and knowing what he was going to do. Yeah, there's a difference.
Right.
All right.
Maybe his reaction really was, I just don't believe he would do something like this. But of course, what he should have done is gone to someone in authority and says trouble is brewing here. But Laura, there's one other point. I think when you were talking about the proceedings and you showed some of the court proceedings in court today, and the nation got to see a lot of it. That's what goes on in courtrooms every day. Contrast that, the due process that's being afforded to the perpetrator of this monstrous act, compared to what he did. That's the root of our culture, is that fairness.
Josh, so in the immediate aftermath of this shooting, this assassination, this video went viral showing a 71-year-old man being detained as a suspect. His name is George Zinn. Now, he was seen yelling that he had shot Charlie Kirk. He later told law enforcement that he did that to allow the actual suspect to flee the scene.
That's crazy.
He was charged what a jackass.
With obstruction. There was also someone charged with child porn possession. I'm not sure if it was the same individual, but
what?
Your reaction to that, it was a different individual. Your reaction to that, same man, that's what I thought. It was the same individual also charged with that.
It's absolutely sickening that this person, apparently witnesses a man be murdered in front of him, and his first thoughts is to how can I possibly provide cover for him, even to the extent of trying to take responsibility for the crime. It just the amount of deranged mindset you have to have is remarkable. That, you know, here everyone else is hiding for cover and worried about their loved ones, and this man is plotting to assist someone that apparently, as far as we know, he had no connection to.
Now, I mean, the book has to be thrown at all these people, and that brings us, George, to the Discord chats where Robinson confessed to the shooting. The FBI director today was asked about this by Senator Josh Hawley. Watch.
I see the public reports that the Discord thread had as many as 20 additional users. It sounds like you're trying to run down all of that to see if that's accurate, who else may have been on that thread, what they may have known. Is that fair to say?
It's a lot more than that, and we're running them all down.
It's a lot more than 20?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Now, if
wow.
those 20 plus people
That's
have knowledge
scary.
of this shooting and did nothing,
That is.
what sort of charges could they be looking at?
They could be looking at obstruction. They could be looking at some kind of an accessory charge, aiding and abetting, accessory after the fact, and that sort of thing. But again, Laura, that's just, it's so typical of elements of our society today that people stand by and watch, like they did at that mob scene in Ohio, that you have all these people on the streets of New York today cheering this Mangione guy. It's nuts.
Yeah, well, they're going to do it if there are no consequences. So they're either laws that they can be prosecuted
Exactly.
under, or they face other societal consequences. But George and Josh, extraordinary day. Thank you very
There are no
much.
societal consequences right now.
Well, what would they be?
Nobody's doing anything in society.
Exactly.
Here we
Consequence
go.
anyone.
Exactly.
Except maybe parents, if you're lucky.
Right.
And most of us just ain't that lucky
I mean, it's.
to see that get taken care of. I mean,
I'll tell you what. Just goes to show you that, I wonder just how intense the Discord was.
again, I have no clue at this
I
point.
know. I'm just saying, though. You get what
I
I'm.
wish.
You know how.
To be a fly on the wall, I would have called the FBI on these motherfuckers.
And how much did they know? And did they think, he's not gonna really harm anybody? He's just a fly or a nobody, or we just took it as a joke kind of thing, when in actuality it was extremely serious.
Mm-hmm.
And again, he was living with his roommate, and
Mm-hmm.
do you really not know what you're up to for the whole week?
Actually, I can tell you I don't know what my kids are up to on what they're doing on their computers or their phones most of the day.
Okay.
I can tell you straight up they're adults. I do not meddle in their business. And even if it was a significant other, I tend to not meddle unless there's a reason to. If I see suspicious behavior, then that's different. But if there's no suspicious behavior, I'm not really meddling.
Okay.
But
don't you think
I'm
that
odd.
dialogue or discussion would have occurred? Don't you think they would have talked?
I don't know. Maybe not about that. Maybe other things.
Mm-hmm. Again, I just find it unusual behavior. I don't know.
Arby is saying something. He's calling BS on it being an unsuppressed 30-06 that Charlie was shot with. The people didn't react like a high caliber round went off. The people of the crowd didn't react to a sound. They reacted to to visually seeing Charlie being shot. That's a good point. It might, but I don't know. That's a good one. That's a very good point. I did hear a gunshot though in the video. I did hear the shot. I don't know if anyone else did, but most people did, like you said, react to the visual because maybe most of them have never heard an
Oh,
actual gunshot.
right. That and the visual was so intense, right? I mean,
Yeah, it was
that,
obvious.
yeah, you knew that something was up. I mean, there was just no ifs, ands, or about that.
Yeah, that was a very clear something's messed up.
Right.
So, um, but that is a good, interesting point. A lot of people did not react to the sound.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, that close, the sound and the action would happen almost simultaneously. Because, I mean, it's only what, 200 yards?
If, if, yeah, that's what they said, what, about 200 yards,
It
right?
sounded like a 5.56 with a can. Yeah. So I'm not sure. They're saying it was a 30 and again, I do know bullets can bounce off of bones, fragment, go to weird places in the body. For all the people who want to say it doesn't happen and a 30 would just, blow the neck out. No, I've seen where it hasn't done that. Um, oh, I've got more chats over in the Discord. I'm going to read them off. We've seen plenty of other shootings where people hear the gun go off and they freak.
Right.
Think about what happened with Butler with Trump. Yes, the entire crowd reacted.
Mm-hmm.
So there might have been suppression to it. But I'm also trained for, I've been around so many gunshots. I hear it. I know what it is the second I hear it. And so if it again is not a typical gunshot cracking sound, um, that you would hear, that cracking bang, I mean, most people might not be as familiar. And again, suppressed doesn't mean you don't hear anything. It's just not as loud.
Right.
Um, you can still hear it. But again, the fact I could hear it is still, I don't know. It doesn't, maybe it was not a 30 act. It might have been a smaller caliber. Because again, even with the Butler one, I thought it sounded like a 22 rifle because it was
Mm-hmm.
so not your typical rifle sound. And again, I own a 410. I can tell you exactly what that sounds like. I've fired it enough times. Could tell you what a handgun sounds like. Um, so a standard rifle sound, it did not sound like to me. And there's more in the DMs. A
Okay.
30 has in an amphitheater. That's a bull. Bull would have sounded like an explosion. Yeah, if it was, and that's why I said, at 200 yards, would it still amplify the sound even with a suppressor? Because again, we know there's a sound even with the suppressor. It's just not as loud. And it's again to protect hearing and all kinds of other reasons. So I'm truly curious if it was a smaller round or a suppressor on it. But again, if it was that brand, they could have had it threaded for a silencer. The acoustics of Concrete Canyon, that gun was fired and can be very deceptive too. That's also true. Um, it would have echoed off um, without any noise dampening materials
Uh-huh.
and basic acoustics. What we learned in band class is it will bounce off the walls and cause a deafening roar if you are not in the right room. Our band room always had the staggered bricks, so the sound wouldn't constantly amplify back on us.
Right.
And that's why band rooms have staggering in the walls. So you're not deafening yourself with your own reverberation.
Music.
So,
Right. Right.
yeah, that is an interesting thought. Um, I am curious now because again, an older rifle like that, um, that they were saying, I can't remember the exact brand, but it's one my dad uses. I don't think they come pre-threaded for a silencer, but it wouldn't be hard to thread the barrel for one. Um, it would have made it louder though, not quieter. Yeah, but if he was using a suppressor, it could have sounded like a smaller noise, like someone. There's because I heard a small crack, almost. I would
I
say
don't.
louder than like
Yeah.
an M80, but still not quite a 30-aught unsuppressed boom. So no, it's a good point. It's a good point to make. It's not a conspiracy. It's a good question. Sorry, D. What were you saying? I didn't mean to cut you off.
Just that. Yeah. I was just saying. To me, it was just more of that. I don't know, of a, when I look back, like of a pop sound. And
Kind of like a snapping, like a cracking
yeah.
of a whip almost.
Right. Yeah. That would be like as soon as the tip hits, like snap,
When it hits that
crackle, pop.
sonic
Yeah.
barrier. Yeah.
Yeah. When that hits that area. And as soon as it went off, I knew he was in trouble. And it was like, oh my gosh, where's he going to
But
get
here's
hit?
the thing is about the time the sound registered, the
Yes.
bullet
It was
had
too
already
late.
hit. And
Exactly.
that's why I think it was more the visual than the
Yeah.
auditory because
Yeah.
light travels faster than sound and you see that bullet the react that it's like the he was Charlie Kirk was already slumping by the time you hear the crack.
Correct.
And
Yeah.
I think
I,
it's because of the distance. It was
right.
only 200 yards.
Right. And I actually saw, I mean, the blood
Hmm.
gush straight up out
A fountain.
like a geyser. What's the famous geyser in
Oh, yellow the one
Yellowstone?
in Yellowstone.
Uh-huh.
Old Faithful.
Old Faithful. It seemed like that it just shot straight up out of his neck and went down, and he slumped over, and it was like you knew he wasn't gonna make it.
Yeah.
Uh, it was a sad, very sad, and hard to take. Seeing it, I only watched it maybe 3 times, and then said enough was enough. That I couldn't drive myself crazy continuing to watch it over. And we were getting hit with messages. Oh, look at it from this angle, or no, look at it from that angle. And I just had to say for myself, enough was enough. That I wasn't going to be the one to make a decision one way or another of which way it traveled and which way it didn't. I
Yeah.
just,
And again,
yeah.
it looks like they're still holding to the story that it was a 30-aught.
Mm-hmm.
According from what all I've seen is they are still holding that it was a 30-aught. And again, a lot of people were out there. Time equals distance speed of sound at 200 yards. It's about half a second it would take for sound to travel, and by that time the bullet's already there. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's why it's you hear the sound as he's falling. Yes. So I think that's why it's more they reacted to the visual than the actual sound.
Right.
And because I mean it all happened so fast. And again, like Art saying, you know, I used to do this sort of stuff for law enforcement. We just don't have enough info. So it was probably the professor from the grassy knoll. I know you're not big on this, but again, I'm holding with what the feds are saying until proof otherwise. I don't
Mm-hmm.
like chasing down rumors and spreading them as truth, but it is fun to think about this kind of stuff and test your brain and keep it in mind because you might be right.
Right.
You never know. I like to test my brain and my logic and my ability to kind of do this stuff.
Do critical
And
thinking.
yeah, the critical thinking skills,
Mm.
basically. If it's
And
not the guy in custody, why is he claiming he was set? Yeah, exactly. I'm not saying it wasn't him. Oh, no, not even close. That's not what I'm saying. I believe it was him. I'm just trying to explain why Arby said they were reacting to the visual of Charlie being shot before the audio of the gunshot,
mhm.
and why that there's this conflict of suppressed or non-suppressed of the gun. And honestly, even if there was no suppressor, that still didn't it just didn't sound like the 30 so I think maybe there was a suppressor, but again, no point fussing over it till the proof is out there.
Right.
um but I do. Oh yeah, dude absolutely is guilty, sitting in jail for it. I'm not thinking it's somebody else or there were three other shooters up there and the bullet from the mic type of thing. I That's not where I'm coming from. Logic is that dude did it. Now, you know, again, I've been around enough 30 yachts in that area. I would say suppressed, maybe, or it was a already used suppressor that was wearing out at, something like that. Because again, the sound was there, it just happened at the same time that the bullet hit. It is what's, again, time, distance, speed, exactly, for the sound. So all right, I'm going to stop lecturing about this. Someone tell me just to shut the hell up, and we can move on to the next thing.
Well, I think with what we have up next is talking about conspiracies. After we get through the next two pieces, I think we might just have one for you. So I believe that would
Alrighty.
be the Pete Hegseth pieces, Crazy B.
Yes, those are what are up now.
Okay.
Um, the AGC circuit is most audio and video recorders will dampen the rapid rising sound. Oh, that's true too. It
Right?
might have been louder, and that the recording
Picked it
it
up.
did dampen it. You're very right about that. Okay, good point. So
Mhm.
unsuppressed is still an option. All right. See, this is what I like to do. I like to think things out, not to prove some wild conspiracy. I just like to test my brain. I'm weird. Call me weird. I'll take a bow. Sorry.
You're
All right,
good.
next one.
Okay, so the Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth, has ordered a rare, urgent gathering of nearly all generals and admirals in the United States Army, Air Force, Marine Corps, Navy, and Space Force next week at Marine Corps Base Quantico in Virginia for a currently unknown reason, according to the Washington Post. With that being said, there's a small story to go with that.
Yeah. Um, let's jump over to it. Here we are.
Okay. He has called for the urgent meeting of nearly 800 military leaders at Quantico in Virginia on September 30th without stating the reason for the gathering. The Pentagon has confirmed that all senior officers above the rank of brigadier general must attend this unprecedented assembly, raising concerns amongst the military. Sources indicate this assembly of generals and admirals provokes anxiety, particularly after Hegseth's earlier firings of senior leaders. Concerns arise that this gathering may relate to ongoing military leadership changes and potential government shutdown implications, suggesting a significant military restructuring could be underway.
It could
Now,
also be a few other things.
yes, and my
I
concern is, do you think we could be headed for war?
I I won't say no, but it's not on the top of my list.
Yeah, I don't think it's on the tippy top, but it's up there. I'm hoping this is kind of like a come to Jesus meeting with all of
That's
them.
kind of what I was thinking it more is.
Uh-huh.
Like, our, I mean, again, there is a chain of command. There are people at the top, but like they said, it's rare for them to all be pulled together for a good talking of some sort.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't pull your generals in like that, all 800 across all the leaders across the entire military all at once for
Wait,
war.
wait. It's probably to go over the changes in the employee handbook effective January or something stupid like that.
I mean, it could be all kinds of things. It could be just instead of sending out 800 memos, get your
Right,
ass here and we're going to discuss this in person.
right.
I mean, that's more likely because if we were getting to go to war, they wouldn't be dragging them in person. They'd be telling them to get they want them on those bases ready to roll. They wouldn't be dragging them all in
Oh,
to Quantico.
although
That
the problem
doesn't make much
is,
sense.
no, it doesn't. But my issue is they've all been permitted to run amok for the last 4+ years. And so it's the come to Jesus meeting, the shit or get off the pot meeting, the possibility you're going to be fired meeting. Although I doubt very much that they would bring the 800 together only to say, bring you up on stage. And now is Miss D, and guess what? You're fired.
Yeah, no, this
You
isn't
know,
going to be
they
like
wouldn't do
that.
that.
But it
Yeah,
could be also a crackdown on social media use in the military
right.
with all the military people who were doing these TikToks and things in
Exactly.
uniform.
Yes, ma'am.
You're in uniform? What the hell are you doing on TikTok in uniform?
Yep.
You are in uniform. That means you are on the job.
Yes.
You are out of uniform in civilian clothing, you are off the clock. And you're still limited in what you can say and do, but it's still, you're at least off the clock. But the second you put on that uniform and you do a TikTok, whether it's just reviewing chocolate or whatever, it reflects on the military.
Right. And this goes back to our discussion last week and earlier in the week for all of you that are either in public or private sector, that the way you represent yourself out of the office can be reflected inside the office, and ultimately I will fire you for that if it's something bad.
Yeah,
So if you're doing something nefarious, or if you're in uniform,
questionable.
yeah, if you're in uniform and going, I hate that asshole, Hegseth, whatever, blah, 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 guaranteed you're going to be fired. Because
Yeah,
obviously you don't support being in that role, you don't support upper management, guaranteed you'll be gone. And, well, let's just say, I also don't let you collect
lickety
unemployment when you
split.
do that. Yeah.
You're going to
So,
be fired lickety split.
uh huh. So,
But no, I
it
think it
is,
could be a few things that they're
yeah,
dragging them together, but I
right.
really doubt it's a war thing because it just don't make sense to drag them all in just to have to send them back out.
Well, in some respects, they might have all the little battleships and things, They might have the whole big landmass thing like they did back in the old days, and, had that, I don't know, kind of, the casino chip maker that you'd be able to push across your horse and say, and now we're going to take over this territory. I don't know, maybe they're going to play war games or something, or see what kind of shape you're in. you know Maybe you're going to have to take a
Yeah.
fitness test. That's the curiosity, but we will follow up on the first. I have so noted in my notebook to see exactly if we get any hits on what the meeting was about. But
Yep.
if you'd like to take a guess at what's going on, feel free to put it in the Discord and we'll consider it.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, Crazy Bee, what's
So,
next?
alrighty. What we have up next
You got any fun
is
stuff at all? Do you have any of the shorts at all that you could throw in?
I can pull one up really quick. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna try to also lighten things up a little bit as we go along through the show. We talked about either doing it at the beginning or the end, but some topics are kind of, I'm tired of always this heaviness that is surrounding the subject matter we talk about. So I think,
Oh, this one's
yeah,
good.
I think some lighthearted, funny kind of silly stuff might be appropriate at times like this. So
Mm-hmm.
it's Crazy Bee's choice. I send them, she picks them. So this one's on her. Go for it.
I've got this one pulled up because we were talking about covering it anyways.
Oh, okay. This one.
Um,
Yeah, go ahead.
yes.
See
Let
if
me.
you catch. Yeah, see if you catch what happens.
This is actually quite funny. Um, can I do this from
While
here?
this
Yeah.
couple was shopping, a stranger started recording them and they had no idea why. But there was actually a good reason because their dog was roaming free around the store while the woman had accidentally leashed herself to the shopping cart. So instead of walking the dog, she was proudly walking herself. And their angry reaction didn't last long when they finally realized what they had done.
Hey.
No, sorry.
She clipped herself to the cart instead of the dog.
What a dumbass.
Been there, done that. Well, not that exact thing, but I've done stuff like that. It's like, how stupid am I? My dad would call it a Polak moment.
That is,
He
play
said
that
I
one
was
more
being
time.
Polish.
Yeah, play it one more
Okay.
time. Pay attention.
Alrighty. Whoops. Let me back it up to the beginning.
While this couple was shopping, a stranger started recording them and they had no idea why. But there was actually a good reason because their dog was roaming free around the store while the woman had accidentally leashed herself to the shopping cart. So instead of walking the dog, she was proudly walking herself. And their angry reaction didn't last long when they finally realized what they had done.
Hey.
No, sorry.
That dog is so well behaved, though. I love that dog. He's so well behaved. That
I
is
love the
great.
husband's reaction.
I know, he just drops the stuff in the cart and
He was
doubles
like
over.
gone.
I mean, we've all done something like this at some point. We really have. I mean, at least I can say I have.
I have
And
one
then
time.
some.
Yeah, one time I have.
Uh,
I left. I had the baby. And this was before they had car seat carriers the way they do with handles. And
mhm.
so I had the baby car seat that had it. It was basically like two metal legs that were attached in the back. And so I would take him out and I'd carry him in one arm in the car seat. And I had all the business books to meet with the accountant.
Uh-huh.
And I get back in the car and I get home and I have no business books. I forgot I had placed them, which I never do, but I put them on the roof of the van
Uh-huh.
and drove off with them. Fortunately, I had, if found, there would be a reward. Never got the business books back, had to rewrite and redo everything. And a month and a half later, got a phone call from somebody saying, "Oh, we found the books. Where's our money?" And it was almost like, did you have it those whole 6 weeks to review all the detailed information? And after that, I was No, I better
Or
knock
they
on.
finally looked at him. They found
Yeah,
him in the car or something and finally looked at him.
yeah. It was an odd situation. So
Yeah.
they did get a small reward for returning them, nonetheless. But
Yeah, that's good.
yeah, that was probably the stupidest thing I've ever done. I know I've
Uh,
seen Eric is good for when they leave camp. They have to take the trash to the dumpster, which is on
uh-huh.
the way out of the campground. And normally he sets it on the hood of the car.
Mhm.
Well, the last couple times he's been putting it on the roof, and he's pulled out and left and then leaves the campground. And we've been getting calls from our friends going, "Hey, Eric, man, this is the last time I'm picking garbage up off of the street and the sidewalk for you." And he's like, "What are you talking about?" And yeah,
He's
so,
just forgotten it was up
uh-huh,
there. That's funny.
yep. And
Sounds
so,
about right.
so all this trash and, I'm telling you, we all do stupid things,
Mhm.
one fashion or another. Okay,
Yep.
what do you
Art
got?
said it in the chat. He called it a blonde moment.
Yeah, here you go. I'm still with the fig leaf BS, so I can't even see the chat. So any comments that you're making, I apologize for not responding to.
Yeah.
So, but we're blaming it on the weather. I'm
Sounds like a
telling
good
you, there's
idea.
a song. Can you something about the rain. Anyway, all right, what you got up next?
Um Oh, the radio fucktard dude.
Ugh, this is a rough one. A radio host compares ICE to Nazis who abducted Anne Frank, saying modern Anita Francos live in fear.
Okay.
And what's Art say? The office files always got immediately locked in the trunk because my boss owner did something similar. Yes, Well, it was either the baby or the files, so I chose the baby, but I guess I made the right decision.
Jeannie says blame it on the rain.
Yeah, isn't that by
That was a
Boyz
song.
II
I can't
Men?
remember. Millie
Milli
Vanilli.
Vanilli? But isn't there something that now I just came up with Boyz II Men for some reason? Didn't they have a song?
No.
No. Okay. All
No,
right.
not Boys to Men. At least
Okay.
not that I can remember.
Okay. Anybody in the chat got any idea? Please let us know. All right. Go ahead. Scroll on up, Crazy B. Uh, do we have a video here that we don't have to read?
It is a video of 1 minute and 20 seconds. It
Uh,
might not be full detail.
all right. Let's
This
see
is
what it
about
says.
the ice crackdowns, not
Oh,
the radio host being a dumb
gotcha.
shit.
Okay, Mexican American journalist Maria Hinojosa compared Latino children in the U.S. to Jewish children during the Holocaust, saying some fear abduction and death like Anne Frank. During MSNBC's The Weekend, I thought they changed their name to MSN Now.
MSN, yeah, MS Now or something like that.
Yeah, MS Now.
I was
Yeah.
joking about it being multiple sclerosis now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
The
I
Weekend
said it was a bad name.
co-host Eugene Daniels argued that callousness is the common factor in how the Trump administration carries out its policies in cities across America. He turned to Hin, Hino, oh, here we go again.
Hinhosa.
Hinhosa, thank you, founder of the Putaro Media, asking about the psychological toll the policies have on Black and Latino communities. I posted actually right after that first day on the ground in Chicago. I posted about the fact that there are little Anne Franks, right? She said. Anne Frank in Chicago? Her name is Anita Franco, and she is terrified. And Joseph added the children are afraid to come out of their homes. Daniels began the discussion by asking Hinjosa, "You've been in Chicago and you have been talking to people there, and I'm curious what you have gleaned from them and other folks you've been talking to about what it does to the psyche of a person to watch themselves be, and the people that look like them, be treated with such callousness by the federal government, the agents of the state, and people that have guns and other arms as they are running through their city." Now,
They're illegals. That's not their city.
right? And I want to know how they know all these different people are who they say are the federal government, the agents of the state, the people that have guns and arms. I mean, I know I just am somewhat confused there.
I agree, Arby. Can people in this country compare anything politically to something besides World War II? We're not a serious people. We can't have real conversations. We just got World War II bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Yes,
I
definitely.
agree.
Mm-hmm. Look, I grew up in the city of Chicago, she said. I'm a proud Mexican immigrant from Mexico City, but the south side of Chicago is my home. And what's really important in terms of what the relationship that you were saying about our history is that Black and Latino unity in the city of Chicago will only grow thanks to Donald Trump and his Republican Party. In which way are they going to grow? Left, center, or right's my question. So that is something that he and his Republican Party has feared,
Whichever way gives them everything for free.
that unity of black and brown people coming together. I don't know, is the
That is not what
violence,
we're afraid of.
is the violence enough to warrant them switching parties, perhaps? I mean, we've seen a lot
No.
leaving the Democratic Party, but I don't know what the numbers look like that'll be of those that are left behind. Many of Trump's ICE agents that specifically worn masks in order to protect themselves from being doxxed and harassed by left-wing activists, who often makes comparisons between them and Nazi regime enforcers during World War II. As she referenced with Daniels, and Joseph posted on X earlier this month, I wake up in she after a day of witnessing a community under siege, and I think about people going to see the Anne Frank exhibit in New York City, and my brain explodes. She is right here in Chicago. Her name is Anita. Her name is Anita, and she is invisible, and she is Mexican.
Oh, shut up.
You know, when
This
I see
lady.
when I see this capitalized Anita, my brain just went Antifa. I don't know.
Uh huh.
Right? Right?
I know. This is BS. She is talking out her ass. She is exaggerating.
And she does not have
Mm.
a not and
She
it's
does
not
not speak for all Hispanic people.
right. On
Sorry.
the other hand, people who have privilege with citizenship, you can see that they will defend the city of Chicago against this assault, and they will defend the suburbs of the city of Chicago as well, she concluded. Well, no shit, Dick Tracy. If you are a citizen, you're going to protect
What
the
you love. Yeah.
right, the rights of being an American citizen. If you're
Uh-huh.
illegal, you are an illegal alien. You have no right to be here in this country unless you have been properly vetted or come through the ports of entry and sought asylum and
Mm-hmm.
had your cases reviewed.
Yeah. I mean, to me, it makes perfect sense.
Mm-hmm.
I just got tagged in Carlbot telling us we're live again.
Yeah, he's drunk. It's late. He
He
doesn't.
is beyond drunk
Oh, he really doesn't like
today.
working Thursday nights, so we might have to talk to him. You know, there's a
Yeah, we're gonna have to have some words with him. This is a
yeah,
little
there's
over
a
the top now.
I think there's a EAP program we can refer him to. Is there more to the
Say
article?
that again because it crackled.
I said maybe
Oh
there's
yeah,
a
1 second. I'm sorry. My daughter just asked for something. I apologize. I got distracted. Um, yes, there is more. Oh no, there is not. My bad.
okay. Um. All right. What else do we have?
All right. Um, we got enough time to finish probably this one because
Okay.
we're at 10 minutes too. So, all right, here we are.
Now this is interesting. Dems face backlash for violent rhetoric after the deadly ICE shooting, and it must stop. The day before the anti-ICE shooting, squad member Rep. Ilhan Omar called ICE actions vile and beyond cruel.
And then they're like, "Oh, political violence isn't
Yeah,
okay."
let's see the
After,
video. I kind of like Will Kane.
okay.
If you're allowed to play it.
Live from Texas, this is the Will Kane Show, and this is a Fox News alert. We have a problem, America. We are living through a scourge of left-wing political violence that 3 weeks into this month has made it Bloody September. Today, another attack on ICE. 3 people shot, 1 killed at a Dallas facility this morning. All 3 were detainees inside a law enforcement van. Right now, the FBI is looking into this as a targeted attack. One pretty damning piece of evidence shared by FBI Director Kash Patel, quote, while the investigation is ongoing, an initial review of the evidence shows an ideological motive behind this attack. One of the unspent shell casings recovered was engraved with the phrase anti-ICE. More updates will be forthcoming. Anti-ICE, the latest engraving on a bullet meant for an ideological opponent. From Minnesota to Utah to now today in Texas. It's pretty hard to read this than any other way but that we have a crisis of violence brought on by a crisis of rhetoric in our politics. And it has to stop. Fascist, Nazi, authoritarian, Gestapo, secret police. These are just some of the phrases used by high-profile Democrat politicians across the last several years that has resulted in the brainwashing of a gullible population now bent and mobilized into violence. Stop now. Stop Jasmine Crockett. Stop AOC. Stop Ilhan Omar. Stop Gavin Newsom. But for you, it is already too late. Because for anyone that for the past couple of years, and even in the most recent of days, has been calling their opponent authoritarians or been calling ICE the Gestapo, you no longer have a legitimate seat at the American political conversation table. Vice President J.D. Vance laid that out this afternoon.
You don't have to agree with my immigration policies. You don't have to agree with Donald Trump's immigration policies. But if your political rhetoric encourages violence against our law enforcement, you can go straight to hell and you have no place in the political conversation of the United States of America.
J.D.
When
Vance
Democratic
ain't not
politicians
being
incur
Right.
doxing, when they encourage us to unmask ICE enforcement officers, what do you think is going to happen? Political violence has gotten out of control in this country.
It drives me nuts, the eyeliner around his eyes. Stop using eyeliner that thick. Sorry. It drives me
Well,
nuts. I can't look
that's
at him, but I'm
I,
just going to listen.
yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm sure he's not doing it. I'm sure some makeup artist.
Well, I get it. His eyes look closed because he has that prominent brow ridge.
Right.
But, like, why so thick with the black? The makeup artist should know better.
Well,
Oh, sorry. I don't know what it is. It just drives me
yeah, but it
nuts.
draws your eye to his face now, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Whether
but it
it's
drives me nuts too. It's like, it bugs me. All right, I'm gonna shut up and hit play, but
give the girls
he's not
time.
sugarcoating it today. So,
Right.
all right.
Country, we got to stop it. We got to condemn it. And that starts, unfortunately, at the very top of the Democratic Party.
Straight to hell and no place at the conversation table of American politics. Yes, I'm angry because we wake up every other day now with a targeted political assassination. But I'm not the only one who's fed up. So is ICE.
This is the second time I've had to stand in front of you and talk about a shooter at one of my facilities. And I think that the takeaway from all of this is that the rhetoric has to stop. It's just got to stop. It's dangerous, and people are losing their lives.
You don't have to be reminded, but maybe it escaped your attention as recently as last night on Stephen Colbert. California Governor Gavin Newsom has ensured that he cannot be taken seriously. That yes, no, in fact, Governor, you are guilty of hyperbole, but you're guilty of much more. It's now clear you're guilty of inspiring violence.
ICE, unmask. What are you afraid of? What are you afraid of? You're going to go out and you're going to do enforcement? Provide an ID. Tell us which agency you represent. Provide us basic information that all local law enforcement is required to provide.
There, on Saturday, he asks, what are you afraid of? Here's an idea, Governor. Why don't you ask an ICE agent? I could offer up several in Dallas who might be ready to answer that question of what is the basis of that fear. But I mentioned he did it last night on Colbert.
People ask, well, is authoritarianism, you're being hyperbolic? Bull, we're being hyperbolic. I mean, if some guy jumped out of an unmarked car in a van with a mask on, tried to grab me.
Coming from the same man who wants to fine us up to $200,000 for words he doesn't like.
Exactly.
Yeah, or he says I stopped taking these people seriously years ago, left and right.
But
yeah, he's just
the problem. Yeah, the problem is we talked about yesterday. He's putting these laws into effect, and we think they're going to go
the
to
Supreme Court's going to get him and shoot him down right away.
Right. Well, I hope so.
All right.
Me?
Oh, come on, my hand.
By definition,
Sorry.
you're going to push back. And so these are not just authoritarian tendencies. These are authoritarian actions by an authoritarian government.
He doesn't even believe those words. He doesn't live inside of The Handmaid's Tale, but he's created a virtual reality with his words that an insane population, or better yet, a normal population that his words have made insane, are ready to believe that everyone who disagrees with them and law enforcement are a threat to their existence. So I can't yell stop at Gavin Newsom. His identity is built on this virtual reality. I know, as you know, that won't be, no matter what happened this morning in Texas, the last we hear from Newsom. And honestly, it's not just about Newsom. I would love to use my monitors, all three of the big ones on the wall, or I'd love to fill the screen of your television right now with every Democrat who is called a Republican or ICE, the Gestapo, the secret police, authoritarians, or Nazis. But I don't have enough room. There wouldn't be a TV screen big enough. There's not wall space.
We're fascists and Nazis at the same time.
Uh-huh.
So,
go figure.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Just going to point that out. So, yeah.
Be comprehensive enough. I do have this. I have just a sampling for you. This is just a few who have said, by the way, there's no way that we should have masked agents in ICE.
Donald Trump's modern-day Gestapo,
Oh
Gestapo
God,
is
this
scooping
asshole.
folks up off the streets.
Folks getting snatched off the street by secret police who are wearing masks.
The question is,
I think
if
she's
everything is legitimate and
Zuckerberg's
proper.
wife.
I believe so too. Yes.
Yeah. So
Why
again,
are you wearing masks to hide your face?
what is going on that everybody has the same word of the day? You know, it reminds me of the Sesame Street I got to listen to. You know, it's the letter, it's the letter, it's the letter of the day. It's the number, it's the number.
Well, this was
Yeah.
over the last few years. This wasn't
Right,
all
but
at
it's
once. It's still the same concept.
right. It's the same. Even when you look at today's environment and you look at the news coverage of each individual, it's here's the word of the day. Everybody make sure you use it, no matter what the topic is on the left.
Mm-hmm.
The right, you know, is there a magic button, you know, that
Yeah.
some staffer comes in and hits and, you know, and this is what the topic that needs to be covered. You know, one of the latest things
I'm not sure,
that
but
we haven't even brought up was that, and I'm not sure where the status is, to be honest with you, is whether or not there's going to be a governmental shutdown. And if there is, they're saying it could affect 8 million people. Some of them would have to work, some of them would be able to be off. And every time there's threats of a shutdown, I'm like, let's go for it. Let's see what can run and can't run, and maybe some of these people won't come back. Because you know they're at home doing nothing. When you're on the phone for hours and they pick up the phone, hello, click.
yeah, it's really messed up. I will tell you that.
So I'm not sure where. Let's continue. I'm not sure how much
Do you
goes in.
want to? It's already what time is it? 8?
90. I have 9:02.
Yeah, 9. Do
Yeah.
you
How
want to
much?
continue this or do you want to
How much?
just leave it?
Yeah,
It's up
we
to
can
you.
put it. Yeah, we'll put it in the description listed below, for if you would like to peruse it at your leisure.
I'm
And then,
dropping it in right now.
all right, and then as I mentioned, we will be live tomorrow, Rex Sisters, from 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And right now, the title is going to be in French, so we can piss off French TV, and we'll tell you what it means tomorrow. If you really want to know, go back and watch the video, and it could be in a spot that you may have missed.
Yeah. I didn't get to put up my little thing today because of the way the tabs weren't working right. So I apologize to everyone for that one.
Maybe
Normally I
she'll
have
do.
that.
Maybe she'll do 2 tomorrow, if we're good
We'll
to her.
see.
Yeah, she said we'll see. A we'll see is a better than a no.
I would like to. I like having fun with my little hidden picture thingies
Mm-hmm.
for everyone.
All right. With that being said, I'm done for the day. I'm taking my meds and I'm going to bed.
Yeah, hold on. I gotta figure out if I can get. Nope, it's not gonna let me. Hold on. I gotta do it this way to shut off the layer. Oh my god. Obnoxious crap today. Alright, there we go. Alright, now we're done.
Now
Fornicating TV, the game show.
there you go.
So everything's all set and good. We
We're good.
survived it. We
All
survived
right.
so far this week. I think that's a good step in the
Oh
right
yeah.
direction.
Yes, ma'am. All right, and then when I get him done, either he goes down or he's going to be crying, one or the other. I'll call you probably around 10ish. Maybe a little bit. It depends, between 9:30 and 10:30. But
Okay.
I'm going to come to the bedroom and he's going to cry for at least a half an hour before I do anything. So
Makes sense.
yeah,
So,
I'll
yep. All right, guys. So, um, I guess we'll call it a day. Let me disconnect and we'll go from there.
Okay.
If it'll let me. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. It won't let me.